rules of engagement to me are, first of all, rules of engagement. Great. There they are, written down. There you go. You go, yeah, okay. You know what? No, seriously. My rules of engagement were always, whatever happens on the ground, I'll make that decision. And I ain't going to look at a bit of paper. Not for anybody. Not for one person. I will do what I have to do and stand up later and say, that's what I did. Because it's unfair. The terrorists don't have rules of engagement. What they do is they're whinging and whining afterwards. Okay? They want to fight? Pick a fight. Okay? Rules of engagement are one-sided. Okay? So why bother yourself with them? You haven't got time. Most of it, split-second stuff. What you need to do, my rules of engagement in here, okay, I've read that, gone. I will make my decision when I have to. As long as I'm alive at the end of it, I don't give a monkeys. And that's not being funny or nasty or anything disrespectful. But if you're going to have rules of engagement, let's have them on both sides, shall we? How about that?
Yeah.
That might take some people back. They ain't going to like that. But that's what it is.
So how do you find then the transition to civilian life? How do you find leaving the army? Because I've interviewed people. I work in a university where one of my colleagues he's the British military champion with the university, and they're looking at transitioning soldiers to civilian life, and that there wasn't like a good way of doing it. They were kind of just, there's your sign out papers, off you go. And some of them didn't know how to do bank accounts and things like that. How did you find your transition, and what changes would you like to see for heroes that are coming out of the service that are going into normal life?
Well, I did touch on this earlier, if you remember, in this interview. I went, when I was going out of the army, I'd been in 27 years.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to get out because military really is for, once you hit 42, which I was when I came out, pretty much I was ready to go. No question. It says that in my book. All I did is I thought, right, what am I going to do? Security, I've got that sewn up. I've done this, I've done that. And I went into security quite quickly. They call it the circuit. Got good jobs. But before I went out, I did things like, as I said earlier, NEBOSH certificate, security management, all that type of stuff. Plymouth College of Further Education, bored the backside off me. But I did it, and I got my qualifications. Right. So anybody wants to see, Rusty, what did you do? They are a shed full of security. There's my little diploma. There. Oh, I love your diploma. Load of bollocks. You know what? When I went out the army, I had to do it. I did it for another reason as well, because I knew that I could pass it. It's nothing. And I did. But to an employer, there's your little bit of paper. Where's this bit gone? But I did it. That's me. People coming out the army should always prepare to come out 7 Ps. Prior planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance, right? 7 Ps.